Rain had settled over the city since the early morning. Not heavy, not urgent, just steady enough to soften everything beneath it. The sidewalks held reflections where the sky used to be. Lights stretched across wet pavement. Cars moved more slowly. People spoke less, as if the rain had quietly asked the world to lower its voice. Elara sat near the back of the train, close to the window. Drops gathered against the glass, faster than she could follow them. Some merged together. Others disappeared halfway down. The warmth inside the train felt temporary. Coats damp at the shoulders, umbrellas resting against knees. The faint smell of rain carried in from every stop. No one looked at each other for long. People remained inside themselves. Headphones, scarves, tired eyes fixed somewhere distant. The city passed by in blurred shapes. Storefronts glowing softly through water. Traffic lights dissolving into color. Pedestrians moving beneath umbrellas like small moving shadows. Elara rested her forehead lightly against the window. Not enough to fog the glass, just enough to feel how cold it was. The train slowed. A soft mechanical sound. Doors opening, closing, opening again. At some point, she realized she had missed the sound of rain. Not storms, just this. quiet persistence of it. The way it asked nothing, the way it continued without needing to be noticed. A few seats away, someone shifted slightly. A man, dark coat, umbrella resting upright beside him. One hand wrapped loosely around the handle. She noticed him only briefly. The way people notice each other in passing spaces, without intention, without meaning. The train continued forward. Water traced uncertain paths down the glass beside her. By the time her stop approached, the rain had grown steadier. Not louder, just fuller. People began gathering their things. Bags lifted, scarves adjusted, umbrellas prepared before the doors even opened. Elara reached for her coat, then paused. She had forgotten her. No umbrella. For a moment, she considered waiting. Maybe the rain would slow. Maybe she could stay a little longer, right further than necessary. But the doors opened, and the city waited outside, wet and grey beneath the evening light. She stepped onto the platform. Rain touched her immediately, cool against her cheek, her coat darkening almost instantly at the shoulders. Behind her, other passengers moved quickly, umbrellas opening in practiced motion, the soft sound of fabric unfolding. Elara kept walking, not fast, not slowly either, just enough to move through it. Then, a voice behind her, calm, close enough to reach her through the rain. Here. She turned slightly. The man from the train stood a few steps away, holding out his umbrella. For a second, she thought he meant to share it, walk together. But he didn't move closer. He simply held it toward her. You will need it more than I do. Rain gathered at the edge of his sleeve. His expression remained easy, uncomplicated, as though the gesture required nothing in return. Elara hesitated, not because she didn't want to take it, because she wasn't used to receiving things that simply arrived. Are you sure? She asked softly. He nodded once. I am close. That was all. No explanation, No story attached to it. No effort to make the moment larger than it was. Just kindness, small enough to fit inside an ordinary evening. She took the umbrella carefully. Their hands almost touched between the rain. Thank you. He gave a small nod, then stepped back. And within moments, he was already walking away. No hesitation, no looking back. His coat disappearing gradually into the soft grey movement of the city. Elara remained still for a moment longer, the umbrella resting above her like something unexpectedly gentle. Rain continued around her, steady against the fabric overhead. People passed by without noticing. Traffic lights shifted color in the distance. Water gathered along the edges of the street. And somehow, the city no longer felt cold. Not warmer exactly, just softer. She began walking again. The umbrella tilted slightly forward against the rain. It struck her then how strange it was that certain people could enter your life for only a moment and still leave something behind. Not because they said, but because they did not need to. Some kindnesses arrive without history, without promise, without asking to become anything more. And maybe that was enough. The rain continued steadily above her, soft against the umbrella, soft against the city. And beneath it, Elara walked a little different. Not changed, not transformed, just carrying something lighter than she had before.